Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to Talk Your Shit, the podcast. We here with another topic, man. That's gonna rock it tonight. I got, I got your super host, 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Shit. I'm just trying to make it. Just keeping it live, man. Taking all of this information in and delivering it and understanding it the best way I know how. So and I got Von Sway, the the lady of the day and everything.
The
You
night.
know.
Right.
So
What up, though?
how you doing, lady?
Good.
Fine.
Good, good. What up, Vinster?
I'm good.
So
No complaints.
so Von Sway, you like the topic lady. So we're gonna go to you. And what you think we should rap about tonight?
Um, so it was a good topic that we were listening to earlier that a video that you let me listen to earlier. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into the indoctrination of education and religion. And then let me explain the definition of indoctrination. Indoctrination is the process of forcing or repetitively teaching a person or group to accept a specific set of beliefs, doctrines, or ideologies uncritically, without question, and often without allowing consideration of alternative perspectives. So, who wants to dive into that first?
Buster, you want to take it? You want to take your take on it?
Man, you the point guard. I'm gonna just pivot off you.
All right. So we're gonna just go straight in on this then. So,
We can start with education.
hey, I'm gonna start at the point of the problem, and we're gonna go all the way there.
Walking into school.
Yep. So what we got to look at is we always look at why our communities are in a shambles, right? But then, like I had this conversation with Vaughn earlier today, and I was talking about. I said, why is it always reluctant to where, like, when it comes down to schooling, it's always certain things are available in these areas, and then when it comes down to our particular communities where we're predominantly at, it always comes down to, oh, well, we don't have enough funds, but we know that the funds are being sent, but they're allowed to be stolen from the kids. And so we get to this point to where it's like, all right.
No, but you gotta start at the depth of it, the beginning.
Yeah.
Because the programming started as soon as you walk in pre-K, early pre-K. When we were going, our kids, I don't know if they do it now, but when we were going, the programming started for people to not realize that stuff is getting stolen. And the program started at the Pledge of Allegiance. So that was the start of a program. Everyone had to stand up and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag. You see what I'm saying? That's the program of it. That was them making us believe as soon as we step foot in the school, this is the way it's supposed to go. Just like a prison, just like different. You know what I'm saying?
We were pledging it to a flag that wasn't really ours,
Yes.
really to a corporation.
Yes.
All right. So,
I mean, we kind of got to rewind it just a little earlier because the programming actually started a little after you started walking. That's when the restrictions started and the directions into uh, the way your parents was programmed. That's when started downloading on your ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we
yeah.
started getting programmed
Cause nigga already had
by
some bad
programming.
habits before we even got into school.
Yeah, we was already groomed. They groomed us for school,
Or they
for
had
the program.
and you're right, Vinny, because they had their set of beliefs on how we should grow up. When we first came
Right.
into the world, our parents had the set of beliefs, and there was no other way. Like, for example, when I wanted to graduate from high school, he wanted me to go to college, my father, but I wanted to go to the armed forces, and I had to do what he said. So that's part of the programming.
Yeah.
Of the way, just because that's your way, that don't mean it's the right way.
Or my way.
Yeah. Or my way might not
Yeah, I
be the
mean,
right way, or the wrong way.
But let me try my way first.
Yes. That's why when you were saying that about Mace, remember? He
Yeah.
sat there and said his son, he wanted his son to play basketball, and he bought him all the basketball stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Because he wanted him, because he's tall, over 6 feet. But then he said, nah, Dad, I got my way, that I know how to make money. And he wound up being a successful business person. And like he said, I'm gonna show you the way until you show me your way is more sufficient than mine. And I can let you do it on your own. But I'm still gonna be here. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that everybody is set on a way because that's the way they were programmed. But it's other ways around loopholes. Even now, when you were sitting there saying about the land, like they did all of this program thinking that we got paperwork for they to take over our land. They made the paperwork shit up. So like they made that up to take over the land, but now it's all coming to the light, and eventually everybody gonna be getting what they deserve, and the programming stops. That's it. We caught on. Y'all basically caught. Hey, like it's done.
We caught them with the hand in the cookie jar.
Especially our generation. I think the 80s caught them better than our parents.
We caught them with their hand
I'm
in
gonna
the
tell
cookie
you.
jar.
70s and
Hey, the
80s.
cold
Sorry,
part of
70s and 80s.
programming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cold part about the programming is to detach you from who you are and who you're supposed to be. That's the program. You know what I'm saying? So now we start giving you these forms and these formats to follow. You know what I'm saying? So we can control you. So that's how your parents tap into you, where they, like she just said, your parents get you to where they want you to be instead of coaching you into who you are. They don't, you know, like a coach. Hey, you might be a point guard, you might be a power forward. I got to put you in a position that you best fit, and that's yourself. So if I don't coach you as yourself, I'm coaching you all the way off track. Now you're ready for any form of programming at that point.
Hey, and now since you went that direction, man, I just had a download. Now think about it like this, though, right? And depending on how you being programmed before you even get into the education part of it, like depending on if the parent liked you or disliked you, that mattered. You feel me? So like you might have felt a whole different upbringing before you even got into preschool, kindergarten, or whatever you want to call it, and all that. Before some kids might have parents that love them, and so we got kids going to school with different mindsets on what they've being received at home. So like I get what you mean. It do start with the parenting.
Yeah, man. That's first and foremost. It started at home, because that's why they say the brainwash. What they say, the brainwash become the brainwashers. So your parents was already brainwashed. So now they brainwashing you. So you're not in a setting like what you consider of a system, but you already is in the real system, which it starts with your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about a look, and it ain't got no look. It's the energy of it. You know what I'm saying?
But you know the saddest part about it when it come down to it, it seems like they actually know that. Like to me, wholeheartedly, it felt like they know that whole part of going to school and all of that. I think they already knew that shit was a lie, and then they still, because they knew it was gonna slow us down into finding out who we were, right?
Who already knew it was a lie?
I think that the parents knew.
Yeah,
I think our parents knew.
Why you think?
I think they knew.
Why? Cause you know why I know they was in cahoots? Cause half of our parents can't read or write.
Man,
So
listen.
they verbally got manipulated.
Yeah.
And programmed.
They got taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to make it even worse, bro, they got taken care of, and the thing is, they verbally accepted verbal agreements, like shaking hands, and just signed their name. And some of them couldn't even write. So they just agreed to shit that they already knew, but they wanted somebody to take care of them, basically. Like you said, they accepted the programming to be taken care of. That's why.
Right.
That's why. The Democrats been in office so long.
Oh, kinfolk. Ooh, you a tough motherfucker, man. Check it. Hold on, right? So what that just made me think about, like what we kicked about earlier, right? Like, say if them people probably rushed my dad to sign that contract, right? Because look, he ended up getting $500,000, but that's that paperwork, right?
Yeah.
What if that contract really was for $2 million? And they only gave him $500.
But then didn't you say?
You see what I'm saying,
No,
family?
no. But then didn't you say? Let me show you how the program is still going. Then didn't you say when he was on drugs here in Rochester, the Arabs was doing the same thing. So they were coming over here from their country to program because they got programmed to do that. Yeah. They basically stole his money when he was hitting the lottery. And they was taking more because he took less.
Kinfolk, they was telling Pops, man, that they said, man, they didn't took most of the money, man. They said child support got me. Yo, they don't even pay none of
and then your dad removed them and took whatever he gave him.
Man, I was looking at him like, man, I know you ain't bite that. I know you ain't bite that one.
The part about all this, man, once you accept any part of the system, you know what I'm saying, to help you become a better person in any form or fashion, you in the matrix, man.
You
You're
know,
just in the matrix.
listen, you know what I feel like make you get deeper into that, like.
Benny said the parents. Wait, go back to the parents, Benny. Ooh, the doctors even programmed them to put us on medicine.
Oh.
Right, that's just, yeah, that started from the beginning. That's even like, laying on your back having birth. That's a program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The birth certificate.
The
birth certificate, they even said that when you sign in the birth certificate at the thing, that's part of the program. Yeah. You remember he just said that. Yeah. Like the social security number, that's part of the government program.
Oh yeah, we be giving the babies away.
Yeah, that's their babies. Until you go get the paperwork in court. That's saying who got
so. But regardless, when you're going through any form of us, like I said, when we look at nature, man, nature don't operate like this. So we really gotta look at nature. You know what I mean? They above us at this point. We're the only ones that still using paperwork as a reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't hit a spot though, because you sat there and said that's the programming with the religion too. Because you sat there and said, well, he said the mother laying on her back, Mother Nature. Yeah. Even with the Bible, people is misleading people with honor thy mother and father or whatever it says, and they're misconstrued that and saying it wrong because they program it the way they want you to believe it is. Like even like our parents, the Bible, the preachers, deacon, bishop, whoever you want to say in the church is programming it the way they wanted you to perceive it. But Vinny, you made a good point earlier when we talked about who are we honoring? You see what I'm saying? Mother, father is different. Right. Honor thy father. That could be a God. That could be the God. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Ghost or Jesus.
Okay, and I know where you're going with this, and this is what we was building on because, like, are people using it as a weapon or tool, or is this really supposed to be helping somebody build a spiritual consciousness, right? Because it all depends on who has it, right? Because you got people like our parents who went to church probably with their parents when they were growing up, right? But then what they did was they fractionalized with it that what worked for them in that book. And then what they do is they use it like how like a player or a pimp would use game, right? You see what I'm saying?
That's a good point because you said that. Because I seen something else when what it say about the husband, and it's something like the wife should let the husband lead, but then it says that the husband should let God lead or something like that, right?
Right,
Well,
right.
that's the order.
But
It's God, man.
that's what no, but that's what Rue was sitting there saying, like a pimp, because it's always saying the dude, like a husband, and say, "You supposed to let me lead." He don't never finish it and say, "I'm supposed to follow behind God."
And
You see what I'm saying? It's always stopping
But
because that's
see,
part of the program. He's programming his wife.
but check this, right? Now, since we on this topic, let me show you how we allow our people to be double whammied with that same twist. Right? Now look, it was sitting up here saying that we were supposed to let the man lead over the woman. Basically like the man is over the woman, and then then God is over the man, and then basically if the man bowing down to God, then the woman is basically supposed to be bowing down to the man because the man is closer to God than the woman is. And I don't know, like it all depends on how people are preaching it or teaching it, because it's like we gotta stop making it seem as if like there's a certain person, right, when it comes to our people. I can't speak for everybody's, right? But the ones that was earthborn here on this turf, I can only say is that the way that like our structures is, like we even knew this growing up, we didn't disrespect our elder women, right? It was like, they showed us so much love, man. We didn't mind opening the door and helping them outside, helping them, you feel me? Go rub her feet. Cause man, your grandma treated you like gold. Like you come over unlimited food. Like, you know what I'm saying, baby? Ask you, look at your face, could tell something bothering you. You know what I mean? Nobody else want to talk to you about it, but they want to know. You feel me? It was just something. It was something different, man. So our women always were really the head of the household. So I where we allowed them to have tricked us to have our women nowadays wanting to be like this independent shit, like how they be singing in these songs. But it's like now when you look at it, the homes, not houses. That's what we got. We look people living in houses right now, right? We don't have no homes no more. Everybody living separate. Everybody renting. Everybody can't afford to put together to get a home because they gotta put the money together with a companion. But everybody don't want to be with nobody, you know. So yeah, it's just crazy with that.
But
I
what
mean, but that's why I say we can't get too caught up on, you know what I'm saying, the words to come out their book, like the Webster Dictionary, because like submission is a power, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
even our grandparents and stuff like that, like, you know what I mean? By her submitting to her husband, that kind of created structure in the home, though. You see what I'm saying?
no,
And
but no, I get that part, but it's not. A lot of men are not telling the whole verse because he's supposed to follow God. If
no,
I'm
she
supposed to
should not.
if I'm supposed to let him lead and I follow behind him, if the next part of it, he's supposed to follow God, and men do not finish that verse.
But see, and that's the thing, right?
But that's part of the program. That's why I said the men don't finish it because some men don't want to follow. They don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Jesus. So they're not going to tell a woman the rest of that verse, but they want to use it just to manipulate the situation. or
See,
control.
Yeah, it could
a
be
woman should
used
follow
like that.
ungodly
Yeah,
men
that's what I'm saying.
anyways.
It could
That's
be
what we got
used
to go
like
back
that.
to that accountability, though. See, a woman want to follow a man that's ungodly, but like you're knocking off the pecking order regardless. It's gonna be confusion. So it's like you gotta know you gotta know right from wrong yourself, regardless if you is a follower. You still gotta know right from wrong, though. You know what I mean?
Man, damn. You know, and it was crazy because that was what I was about to say. It's like, you know, like what you're saying is right too, Ron. But
The
it's like
programming.
right, and it's like, mother, you still have the right and wrong knowing, and you know what I mean. And people really just be wanting to make the wrong choice. This is why I always say, man, when it comes down to it, you can't just make choices and then feel like you can just go back and erase it and just feel like everything's supposed to go back to normal. Like, no, that shit puts a riffle in time, space, and everything.
Yeah, but when you're unaccountable, it don't matter because I can always blame you for it. It'll never land on my back. So, so my problems will never really be problems because they always somebody else causing them problems to me. You know what I'm saying?
And
So that's
controlling
why I say
them.
they say when a man find a wife, he finds favor, and women think, or even men think, like you have to be married to be a wife. You should already operate and exist as a wife because that's the mindset, right? So a wife has discernment to know if he's a godly man or not because she put in the work to be a wife,
But
and that's part of
that
being a
goes
wife
back
is understanding.
that goes back to the part of the programming too. If I could go back, I wouldn't have never married Rue. Because once we signed that paperwork, that's like a contract. That's a program that the government had done started.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People don't understand
We
how
was married when we made the connection, and we said basically we was gonna do this together.
right.
That
And
was
then
when
they
we
start
was
doing
married.
stupid shit for the people that ain't married, like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. They'll do like this. Oh, you legally married because you live together. They always try to program it with the paperwork.
But you know, that ain't even really paperwork. That's just common law. That's actually the tribal law when we talking
No, but
about
I'm talking about them. Like even with paperwork, they can still say.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? They can still say, "Oh, you got common law for marriage." Like it's
It's only
always the
one law, though.
program. Well, we can't just be together. We
Right.
gotta have a legal contract binding.
But that's what really common law be meaning is that's really common sense. Like, hey, motherfucker, we've been together for how many years? Yeah, we're sticking together. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I mean? If we want to break this up, we ain't got to put everybody in our business.
Right.
See? Like, they have their hands in everything, and this is where we got to learn to get out of because that's breaking out of the program. You know, not putting them people in control of how your relationship is going to end up.
It's all the program. The birth of a child, you got to sign paperwork.
Yeah.
And then when you get the Social Security, you sign your paper kids over with the birth certificate, and the government owns them with the Social Security number.
Hey,
Us being married, that's a program. We could have just been together without ever getting married.
that's why I was telling you it's all.
And then it's a connection with the kids and everything.
Look, the game has always been cycles within cycles. This is why it's been so hard to figure it out. That's why we got so many intelligent minds on the planet right now. It was like, man, all the mad scientists, all the mathematicians, everybody here right now. We've been on it. We conjured up the answers, man, whether we came up with it or not. We all came to a point where we was sick and tired of knowing that some shit ain't right. You feel me, Kenfolk?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. The answers is internal, man. We just ignore them, and we've been ignoring them so long, like they don't even have no vibration to us no more. You know what I mean? And
You
just
know
to
what?
chime back on that,
You know what pinpointed it to? The dude from the what was that Urkel show? Family Matters. When he got locked up just recently, I think for child support or something. And they pulled him in there. He said the judge like it, you Carl Winslow, whatever his name is, real name. And he said, I'm something I'm not sovereign to the land. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not sovereign to the land. That if I acknowledge, confirm, or deny this, I'm not part of this. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
he was saying like I'm not sovereign to your jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Basically, like your maritime
but
laws.
that's the
Yeah.
paperwork. That's the programming. See, he unprogrammed himself from the program, the cycle.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that all of this, the religion, the education, giving birth, marriages, family, it's
You
a
just be
cycle.
digging
You
in.
program
Even me
into it.
even going to the job.
Yeah.
Like
That's
when
why,
you go to work, it's like the same kind of thing.
That's
It's
why,
like
and you said that,
you
Ru.
signing deep in.
You said that the people overseas, their government is just like that. So, like, that's why a lot of them don't even see nothing wrong with eating kids, because that's not their property. That's not your child. The child is dead once you sign that birth certificate.
Yeah, they be looking at you like you yeah.
I can eat this baby. You done signed it over to the government.
Basically like somebody like you going to the store and you see a package of chickens and shit, like, but it's for free. You could just get what you want because
You done signed the paperwork.
and they don't feel like we're no value, and that's the problem right now.
Yeah, that is.
That's a big problem.
You said it's good versus evil right now, so and then so many people arguing about something that's not even yours. Even the graduation from school is an indoctrination. You done jump levels, kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. You done went through levels of
rituals on our ass. They done put us through more kind of shit. You feel me? And we probably don't even know. Going to the prom, probably even the bigger one.
Or just like the sororities and fraternities, they say.
Oh, that's even crazier.
Yeah. It's different rituals, and even with beliefs. Religion and beliefs, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can't fault. Oh man. I don't even know, man. It's
You just gotta tap in. I mean, really, it gets simple. Once you tap into the natural laws, and then anything outside of that gonna cause confusion. So that's like I was saying about earlier about marriage. Like it's only one true marriage. It have to be ordained through God. Man, God, woman. You know what I'm saying? God have to be in the middle of anything that you got going on for it to have any true value with substance to it to carry on.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? They didn't enter everybody's spirituality right now. Then created a whole new level of what God is. And now we functioning on that.
And you know, they got God spelled wrong. God really is supposed to be spelled LOVE.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna I'm gonna tell you like this. You know why I'm saying that? Because if we speak of the most ultimate high of everything that created all of this that we see and know, and that we don't, in the end of the unknown, like, come on, man, like that's something awesome. Like, you know what I mean? We can't even fathom to the point of what we talking about with this.
Right.
You know?
I
Like,
think a lot of people when they use the word God, I think it creates an unconscious isolation of something that sits still or something that's in one space. Because when you really think of God is everything. Like
No, but
God is
you just said it, Vinny. That's the indoctrination, the programming, but set in one way. You see, like you said, they missing it. You see what I'm saying? Like that's they program.
But did he make? But did I can't even say he? But did the creator make everything out of love, or did he make it out of hate? See, you feel me?
It go back to earlier conversation where you got to understand what choice is. So now I gave you choice to use this way. I gave you choice to use it that way. It's only two choices on.
You didn't
So it's your choice. So it's
Right. It's your choice.
Yeah.
That part.
That's when somebody, like you said, God is love, and when you really love something, you allow them to be and do what they choose to do. That's love. Much as I love you, I still have to allow you to crash out and burn the fuck up. And much as I love you, I would love to see you, you know what I mean, make the right choice at the
Hey,
same time. But it's your choice.
but I'ma love to see me walk
That's
away even
real
better.
love.
See, it's still all love when it come down to it, right? Because if you don't change none of your frequency behind anything anybody do, hey, I ain't the one that initiated this,
Right.
right?
Right,
I
right.
don't hate
I
you,
mean,
you know.
can't nobody say they don't know right from wrong. Like you ain't never seen nobody rob or steal without trying to sneak or hide and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you're doing is wrong. That's
Right.
why you sneaking and doing it. That's why you got a damn mask on, 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒 mask on. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. You don't cover your face up to go give nobody no lunch. You don't cover your face up to go pump an old lady's gas. You don't see nothing wrong in it because you know it's not wrong.
Right.
But you'll cover your face up. Or if I rob you birthface, sick as these people is, hey, they gonna knock you out. Cause hey, I
Yeah.
can't let you survive after this one. Cause I know I'm wrong.
Right.
I'm gonna buy myself some more time before I
Yeah.
before I check out.
Yeah. Yeah. Before it get figured out. Yeah, man. So it's deep with with how far and how around the programming is, man. Like it's like are we like it's like we're institutionalized without even being inside of a cell.
No,
Like
no. What you said earlier, it's an illusion.
yeah,
Name. Tell them, Rue. What's an illusion?
illusion is
No,
some.
no. I'm telling you, give the example of illusion.
Oh, illusion is just like a rainbow. You can see it and you can chase after it, but you'll never touch it.
Mm. Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's
like
real.
us, we could chase after education, we could chase after religion,
Mm-hmm.
but we ain't gonna never touch it. It's an illusion.
Mm-hmm. And look,
Yeah.
and what if those ones that we used to see growing up, that was a select few who we watched go to school, get the degrees, get the good jobs. Maybe they were plants to make us believe that
Yeah,
we
that's the
could
right
do,
way to do
and that we could have a chance because they living around us.
it. Yeah,
And you
it's
know
an
what that's called?
illusion.
That, that, that,
Illusion.
that, that,
Illusion.
hey, no, that's a small, but they got a word for it. That's a small level that he was speaking on. But you have your higher level, like your Steve Harvey, your Kevin Hart, your LeBron James.
I
You
was
you you
going,
have to have,
man.
huh?
I
You
said,
have to
go
see. They
ahead,
call them.
Kenfo. Do your thing,
It's
baby.
Hey,
illusion.
That's
hey, they
yeah.
call them. They call that racial showcasing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we gotta put certain people on showcase to trick you to make you believe that you can do it when I planted these motherfuckers there anyways. These people didn't work to get there from hard work.
And
I
that
planted them there to make you work hard,
and that's what
Yeah.
they
thinking you can get
that's what they did with our parents.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just saying they planted them there and half it like our parents was pushing us to make it to take care of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah.
couldn't read or write. They had a better our grandparents could read or write better than them.
Yeah.
And then and they like your grandma, you said she had a house, she had a
Business
restaurant,
travel.
and
They
everything, the paperwork, and then here go the government
yeah. It
bringing
was
in all the
it
all
was
taxes that
yeah.
she didn't understand the paperwork,
That paperwork.
the
Yeah.
programming, the
This
program you right out your
this
house.
is how we lost so many land. Hey, Kenfo, this some real spit that I'm about to talk, right? Like, don't you know there's probably family members who we have that even our grandparents didn't even know probably lost big ass mansions places behind that paperwork that they came with, and we wouldn't even have never known, like they wouldn't even have never known, right? Now, what if all of that has been documented and all of that? Like that's why I'm talking about. I said, man, I'm telling you, I got this. I had got a feeling that it's gonna come down to the point to where a lot of people are gonna be getting letters in the mail telling them that, hey, listen, this estate was left to such and such. You feel me? And you are the heir to it.
And you have to
Man.
evacuate.
And they gotta, and whoever's there gotta get up out of there.
No, just imagine.
They're gonna be gone before you even get the letter.
It's even wilder that you even said that about that, because about the houses, because just think about the plants that we got in our family, the NPCs.
Man.
Like when a grandparent died, just think about the person that sell all the houses. Who you working for? Where that money went? You gamble or something? But why you didn't keep the houses? Why you didn't let family members stay in the houses?
Right. What's the purpose of having homes, right, kinfolk? Right. If I got say right, we all stay in the same state, right, and I got 10 homes, but kinfolk, you don't got a place, right? And say like something happened to the house or whatever, or something, it was a flood or something, the basement flood, you needed somewhere to stay. But you like, yo, like, listen, I can't go back there right now. I'm gonna end up selling it, but boom, kinfolk, can I stay there? I'll pay rent. I'll be like, yo, listen, family, the taxes on my house is this. Man, just give me a portion of, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get you to, you feel me?
Stop when like your grandma passed.
Yeah.
When your granddad passed, when my grandparents passed. Because if they were still alive, they'd allow us to come in and not even pay nothing.
Right.
But as soon as their kids got a hold of that, as soon as they died, they even sold their own siblings out. They siblings. They basically sold all the houses so they wouldn't have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold all the houses so they wouldn't even have any house. Yeah. So that's another thing that I was talking about with the NPCs and the sellouts. Like they already informed us for the government, because the government started this programming thing. People just don't even pay attention to where it was started. It's all been a program.
Crazy part, if you live under the jurisdiction of the government, or if you be subjected to any part of the government, you still accept the programming.
And
Like, that's where we.
that's why I was talking about the dude from 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒. He's sovereign. He's not part of the program no more. I forgot 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒,
I mean,
whatever, the one that was the 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒. He's not part of the program. You see, he's sovereign to the land. Like he could ride
that's
around
what
with
they.
no plates on his car because he's sovereign to this land. They can't even mess with him.
Yeah.
But they trying to make him sovereign, like part of their program again. That's why they
try to
locked him
get
up.
you back on, hooked, back in the system.
I'm
In that
gonna
first
tell you why
line. Like you got
What
to
you say?
start over.
What you say, family?
But being sovereign means you don't even negotiate a deal with the government. Period.
At
So
all.
like we that's some more paperwork because you got to sign paperwork for. Man, paperwork is like a magic. I'm gonna tell you something ain't sure. It ain't yours no more than it's still there. And you'll believe it. You will just accept it. Even though you still see your grandma's house over there, you say it ain't mine no more because they said on paperwork it wasn't mine. And we accept that and going about our business. They're the biggest jackers in the world.
How about this? Talking about David Blaine, the best magician. How about motherfuckers said they stole our land, but then we go outside and we see it.
Point exactly. Insanity. Insanity, man. And it's great.
The land still here. Where they stole it, where they took it to, where they put it in their pockets, they put it in their luggage. Man,
but look, they stole it. Look, they stole your they stole your damn brain. They stole your ability to for your damn self.
Hijack.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Look, call part. They could let you run around and say you sovereign all you want, but guess what? You don't have no army to protect you to be sovereign because a piece of paper can't protect you. You still go to my grocery store when you get hungry. You still use my internet. You still use my cell phone services. Not sovereign.
That's
You know what I mean? You still pay taxes to the government.
That's basically you. Yeah. For you to really truly, you got to be off the whole grid. You can't even really be a person who is like, you know what I'm saying? still trying to have one foot
Right.
in, one foot out, because it ain't gonna really work like that. Like once you fully commit to that, like it's gonna be like, yeah, it's not saying that like, you just stop watching like your favorite little shows, or like say you want to watch Myron, the best Myron in videos and movies. That's one thing. That's, you know what I mean? That's something to entertain you. But like when it come down to like being like completely like, yo, I ain't dealing with none of that, because I know that shit sending this through my shit, you know what I mean? Unless they get a better system with it. You feel what I'm saying? Because even these phones is bad for us having them around us, you know?
Hey, the cold part about it, man, once you become sovereign, man, that's basically you understanding your purpose and your direction. I can't be entertained by TV, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, nothing. Once you become
That's the
sovereign,
programmer.
you
Mm-hmm.
on purpose. You
Yeah.
on purpose and direction, and you on route. You don't care about nothing outside of surviving and building and creating, you know what I mean, for the
Yeah.
future. Just live the same way. You gotta
Yeah.
reset the mind, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, you
what it's
gotta reset
about.
the mind.
That's what it's really about.
Hey,
See?
that's
And
like Bloods and Crips signing contracts with each other. Man, that shit, come on, man. Man, you're gonna break that contract every day.
No,
And
but
then
you speaking of the Bloods and Crips too, because that's what we was talking about earlier. They didn't even see the programming. Remember that the Bloods and Crips and even like the Black Panther, all of them was all working together to keep us safe, the black community in the city and stuff.
and guess how they broke it up?
The CIA dropped boxes of guns, drugs, and money in the neighborhoods, and they got programmed. They start doing jurisdiction. Don't come in my hood, you get killed, when they were just working together.
And no, because what they would do is, like you said, they'll load the neighborhoods with all of that bad stuff, right? And then turn around and send a person into the Bloods neighborhood with blue flags on and shoot the place up.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm talking about.
Now it looked like
It's a
Crips.
war now.
It look. You feel what I'm saying, family? Now it look like the Crips then banged on the blood.
And it's not them. It's the government.
Nobody
They
never.
started a war.
Nobody never finds where that car go.
That's
Feel
how
me?
they started a
And
war within
that's
themselves.
that's what been going on. And then now what they gonna do? That's gonna make them go open them crates, even if they wasn't. You feel what I'm saying, family? Say if they wasn't, but they wasn't gonna get them crates that's full of them things, right? But
what
if
year it was, the homicide rate was high as hell in Chicago one year, right?
yeah,
But a lot of people paying attention to what was going on. Like
mm-hmm,
like it was over 400, 500 something people get killed that year. But you got to think a lot of those people that got killed was headshots. Ain't no,
come
oh,
on,
it's just
man.
common sensitive. But while we still having a surface level talk about the Bloods and the Crips, they organ stealing. They on some whole nother stuff, man. Huh? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't shoot body up when you stealing organs.
Nah, you
So
hit me
that
hurt, yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
but you're
work,
right
man.
though. Yeah, crazy
Which
work.
listen, like I tell Vaughn all the time, I'll be like, man, when this shit all roll out, I said a lot of people is not gonna really, they gonna be fucked up. Like when I mean fucked up, I ain't talking about like getting your heart broke, and that's some fucked up shit, right? Or like nigga having your parents like abandon you. That's some real fucked up shit too. Nah, man, I think this gonna be worse than all of that, man. Like because it's gonna be so wicked for why and how deep a person could go to make us suffer, and even people that oh man.
Hey, but you just named two powerful components to make it through that though. See, it ain't for the weak. That's why they say the strong survive. If you can go through parent abandonment and true heartbreak, you gotta understand and heal from it. You gotta
Mm,
understand, man, you're a different level person.
oh yeah.
Most people fail. A lot of people can say they went through it, but they never overcame it. So now they ain't ready for that next test, the one you talking about, because they
Mm-hmm.
never overcame. Ain't miserable.
And
Yeah.
then even the program with the politics. It's so many people in the world that hate Trump, but they don't even realize Trump was only in the office twice. Y'all let Democrats run for how long?
Shit.
Like, so y'all blaming 2 terms this man is doing, a term and a half, on why we been fucked up for how long?
Nah,
See, they've
I'm gonna
been
tell you the biggest
programmed for how
program.
many, that 400
Biggest,
years? They've been programming
About
us for
40
nah.
years.
how many?
It was about 40 years
Hey,
of
but look at this though.
motherfucking.
I'm talking about that slavery shit too. That's programming too.
Oh
Now the
yeah,
We
yeah,
biggest,
put
yeah.
it in program
biggest
to
programming
do
about
all
that,
that. They don't know what's real.
What you about to say?
the
Yeah, you're
biggest
right.
programming about any form of politics is a programming with itself. That's something I don't even bother with. But
Man,
the Democrats and Republicans is the same gangsters.
I
That's the
know.
trick.
That's what people
Oh
don't
yeah.
get. They sitting there trying to
No,
pinpoint
it don't
Trump.
matter who. It don't matter who in office. First and foremost, we still got to understand spiritually. We got to be held accountable for what we
No,
do.
but
Ain't none of them.
this is what Rue was talking about when he was letting me hear Trump talk and stuff. Because I didn't care for Trump. I just thought he was an arrogant businessman.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying. So when he let me hear him talk, he was telling everybody that we're all in cahoots. He used the same tax brackets as Hillary.
Yeah, he didn't lie about nothing. And he
That's what I'm
told,
saying. He said
listen,
that we in cahoots.
this
That's
the
what
Hey,
thing. This the thing, right? People gotta stop looking at, cause nigga, the whole
they
world.
programmed.
Listen,
That's
before he ran for president, nigga, the whole world loved this nigga, and like you really couldn't find nothing bad to say nothing about him because motherfucker, if you really found out what he really did, that motherfucker helped mad people in New York, nigga city that was homeless, man. They didn't stay in that man probably still stay in his shit for free. Like, man, that motherfucker been like that shit,
but
man.
that's the part
Like,
that
you know what I
like
mean?
like I'm
Like,
saying, a lot of people hate Trump and don't even know why. Because
that
they
listen,
got programmed to hate
but
him.
listen, it's yeah, but
Like,
when people are
because he went
getting,
against the odds that he wanted Democrats to
but
be
look,
straight through. That's what
when
they wanted.
when
Democrats.
people are made it feel like, oh, your benefits are going to be threatened, and you're
Yeah.
not, like, what they don't understand is that they're right. Them programs are shitty. You should be getting way more money to live in a. You
But
feel
no,
me?
but
You
they not
get
even
what I'm saying,
no, but
family?
they not even arguing on why he want the immigrants out of here. They get way more money than us in food stamps and cash assistance and housing. And bet brand new trucks when they come over here. But they didn't
Man,
even, some of them over here are illegal and they
can't
still
even
get that.
drive, family.
They
Don't even know where they going, man. Can't even look. Nigga can't drive so bad they can't even read the GPSs, man.
but Jamar, they're mad at Trump for kicking them out. And how you don't know once he get all them out that he gonna give us more food stamps, more cash assistance, lower rent. Like they taking
See,
all the money.
no, right? Look, family. We never needed all of that. Right? We earthborn. We connected to the land.
I heard it wasn't even made for us food stamps and stuff. I
It
heard it was made
wasn't.
for white
It was made for them immigrants they brought over here. And them Siberians and all of that. You feel me? Now listen, right, family?
Christopher Columbus and all
When
them.
when it comes down to it, right? I know for a fact that our ancestors was getting money. Cause when grandma brought us down there to see Pawpaw, man, she took it like grandma was a solid woman. She brought us down there to see Pawpaw, man, like a year or two before he ended up passing away. We didn't even know he was sick. Grandma took us down there. We ended up spending 2 weeks with him. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time I saw him.
right.
You feel me? But like it was like him and his siblings. He took us over to his sister house, right? He took us over to his sister house, right? And I remember we was playing in the backyard, and there was a bunch of kids over there because they had kids that had kids already. So I don't even. It was so many kids over there, but I remember I ended up running into the house to like get something, and they was dividending the money. They was dividending the money, and it was a lot of money. And I always was about my math, right? So when I saw that, I'm like, damn, Papa. I'm like, y'all, I'm like, what you do? You just got that? You work for that? He like, no, grandson. He said, we get this monthly.
But you got to think about now, when was it lost?
After
Or
them,
has it been lost? And they not trying to let you get it.
it's
No, you
actually been building up. This is why I was saying, right? This why when they be saying that it's the big reset, because there's going to be a large amount of money. Man, we don't gotta really go look, because they jive really know who we are. This is what that social security number been tracking us on. That's why we gotta use it for everything. They've been knowing where we at. They know what we doing. Man, listen, man.
They know what we going through.
Yeah. We ain't living. We about to be, but we ain't been living. Like, living is when you are able to not be programmed, and you can wake up every day and just be like, all right, we going over to Europe. We want to go check out some of the best threads that they got, because the jean material, you know what I mean, silk material, you feel what I'm saying, because we need it for the next line of the brand that we got coming out, right? Because we dealing with that kind of money, right? Like, we don't gotta sit up here and make phone calls, or like try to call somebody, or email them. Like, we can just go right there if your money was like that. See, so it really changes the playing field big time.
Well, they just gotta be patient and wait their turn, and it surely is coming.
See, because that
I think
what you think?
I think I think we look at it kind of different. Especially us, like money is cool. Don't get that part twisted, but like they don't fight for money. They fight for power and control.
That's the problem.
We the only we the only group of people on this planet that don't have a damn army, so we don't have no power or no backing. So like they can come like they did Kanye. They just smacked him down, took whatever they took from him. Ain't nothing you can do. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Michael Jackson. Hey man, we can do whatever we want to do to y'all people, man. Bill, nothing y'all can do about it. So no matter how successful we get in this world financially, we still don't control nothing.
That's why Tupac said famous because we programmed. They said Tupac died broke. And how did he die broke when he had all that music? That's wild.
But see, you
But
gotta understand anyway too, right? Your success is only gonna amount to who you really amount to in real life, in real time. This is what we're gonna end up finding out, right? It's not gonna just be about how good you can do a job, or how, you feel me. It's gonna be actually how much of a good person you actually been, how great your heart is. You feel what I'm saying? And that's gonna actually be your currency. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that, like, once we get to understanding that who we are, and who we learn to be, is the focal point, and that's why I said, like, not looking outward, because we always been taught to, like, okay, when we was in elementary school, to follow the line, you following one line, it was always teaching you how to follow
The rules.
yep, the rules. And it was also teaching you to learn commands, you know what I'm saying?
And it's time to basically break that.
Yep. And it's like what you were saying with your parents, because the parents also started it there too, with demanding the commands on us and stuff too. So
So you have to break those generational curses.
yeah.